Okay, so wow, I didn't think I would ever be making this video, to be honest, but guys, I have some news. I finally watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and honestly, the show is really good, man. Like, the show is so fire. Honestly, like, I started this show maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and I'm probably already like caught up with everything. Like I'm already with Giorno and everything like that, which is like I think part 5 maybe. So I watched a good like 5 seasons maybe. But this show, man, like I don't know why I've slept on it for so long. I think what happened was, back in like 2012 or 2013, I was told, this show was like kind of sus or something like that, and it just like turned off my whole view of the show. Like I didn't even check it out for myself really. But oh my gosh, have I been missing a gem. JoJo is honestly one of the best shows. Like after watching at least part 2, after finishing part 2, I would say this is like top 5 anime level. Like this is amazing in my opinion. And I guess like some details just explaining like what this anime is without, I'm trying to not spoil here, but in the first part, Phantom Blood, you are following Jonathan Joestar, which is part of the everlasting long line you will see throughout the multitude of parts through his descendants. And what I mean by that is, so you start off with Jonathan Joestar. You learn about Hamon, which is some life force energy, power that they used originally. And I can't really say anything else more than that without trying to spoil, the whole plot and everything like that. But you are introduced to him and Dio Brando, which is actually the antagonist of the story, who eventually ends up being part of the Joestar family after Jonathan Joestar's dad saves his dad's life, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. But the whole thing is Dio Brando actually ends up trying to just ruin Jonathan's life, and just all this other stuff, and it's so extra, and it ends up becoming some kind of vampire type S stuff. And you can see that it's kind of inspired by Fist of the North Star, which is a very popular 80s anime, if I'm not wrong. And it starts off like that, but then in part 2 you get down to one of his descendants, which I will not say how far it goes really. Actually, I don't think that would be bad. But you start off in like the 1800s, right, with Jonathan Joestar, and you transition into I believe the early 1900s, like maybe 1912 or whatever like that. And Jonathan Joestar is like a gentleman and everything, but his descendants are not like exactly like him. And I think that's what makes it so amazing too. They are like so different. Like each part, there's like so many differences between them, and like the different things they do with their skills and abilities, the different skills and abilities they have in general, and just like the path that they're on. You may see like the previous descendant within the next part, but they definitely don't steal the spotlight of the show, if you understand what I'm saying. Like the main character of that one part is definitely like the main character. Like you're not gonna want to go back and think, oh, I kind of like this guy better, why isn't, although I won't lie, no, I can't say that, I'm not trying to spoil it, but anyways, this show is fire, guys. The story is so complex, per like each part it's so complex and it's so different, and like just think about it like this. So this goes like from the 1800s all the way to the 2000s, like in each part. The first part I believe was like 1880 or something like that. Second part 1900s. Then this goes all the way to the 80s, like 1980s, and then 90s, and then early 2000s, and it just goes on and on. And this show, or this anime, actually has 8 parts to it. It actually has 8 parts. And the thing about it is, the manga is again, all the way up to 8 parts. But the anime is only at 5 right now. Like, it's at the current part. I'm at part 5. And you know, that part is really, really dope so far too. The openings, oh my gosh, the openings. Be sure, like, when you watch this anime, do not skip the openings, except for the recent one that I kind of don't like, to be honest. But you know, all the other openings, so fire. And then like towards the end they kind of change it up a little bit. You know, I just gotta warn you guys, like, ahead of time. They put so much detail into these openings, like very, very so much detail that you probably wouldn't even figure out till after you were done with the part. You'd be like, oh dang, that's what they were trying to. They already gave away that, and I didn't even notice it. Like, it's so crazy. But it had the music, you know, just everything in general was just so dope. And you know, I wouldn't really compare this to anything like Naruto, or I wouldn't like. I mean, it's maybe like a tiny bit, but it's not nothing really like those. Like, it's not like these people aren't like planetary scale level, you know, type strong stuff. Like, it's not like that. But you know, it's just really, really dope. And you know, they have like some, I guess it's more like, I'm not sure how to explain it. Like, with the whole concept of hormone being like force energy and stuff like that, it's kind of similar to like what you believe what ki or chakra is in Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, and as well as many other series that have the same kind of concept. But then it goes into stands, which I can't really get into much into, you know, without, you know, spoiling the series. I mean, it's so amazing. And then, but anyways, I just thought it would be nice for me to finally, you know, talk about this anime. You guys must watch, honestly. It is really, really great. And you know, I will be making more videos on this anime for sure. I really do want to make more videos, you know, about anime, especially this one, since I've been binge watching it for so long. But yeah, guys, check it out. Check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It is really lit, honestly, and hopefully, you know, some fans out here will put me onto some good memes, and just overall, you know, we have a good conversation about JoJo. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.